crew of 12 people stay in his house. And his house is so big that basically everybody got their own bed. And he also wanted to cook us this trout dinner, which involved buying trout and then wrapping them up in newspaper and doing this weird thing that actually failed completely. Because the trout all fell apart and then he got really upset, but it was fine. But getting the trout involved going to this trout farm and just imagine that it's like the middle of winter, that there was like this much snow on the ground, it was freezing cold, it was probably 10 degrees or something. And you people in Florida have no conception of what 10 degrees is. It's beyond cold. It's not like, ooh, it's kind of nippy out, I think I'll put a jacket and a hat on. It's like, I can't see anything. If I breathe in through my nose, my nostril hairs will freeze. It's that kind of cold. And we went there, and this guy who works there, and there was no one else there, it was just this big aluminum building, and we walked in, and this guy asked us what we wanted, and we said we want 12 trout. And there was me, Neil, and Zoe Keating, who was playing cello on the tour, and the girls from the Danger Ensemble, and we asked for some fish. And basically the way they do it is that they just kill them. They're swimming around in this big tank, and the guy just takes them out, puts them in a bucket, takes them into like a slaughtering room, and just clubs them over the head. And then they die, slices them open, takes the guts out, and puts them in a bag for you, and you leave. But this thing happened where he was taking all the guts out of the fish, and he turned to me and Neil and Zoe, because the Danger Ensemble girls were like, fuck this, we're going to eat in the car. And he was holding a beating heart that came out of the fish, and it didn't just keep beating for like a few seconds, it just kept going for like a minute. This little thing like this, this big. And the guy thought it was like this fantastic trick. He was like, oh, kids love it when they see the beating heart. And I was like, and he took it, he put it on the counter, it was a big silver counter, and he just left it there. And I looked at it, and it was just like, for like 2 minutes, it just kept going. And I was like, this is so fucked up. So Neil and I made this agreement with each other that he would write a poem about it and I would write a song, because it was too obviously good poetic fodder. And this is the song that I wrote. Circling since the day they were born. It's disturbing how they're circling 50 feet from the pond. Pretty often, I don't want to be told. It's a problem, it's a problem, it's a problem I know. I won't keep what I can't catch in my bare hands without a net. It's hard enough to walk on grass, so conscious of the consequences. walls. Die, but I'm not gonna talk. Feed them details, feed them emails, they'll eventually grow. But it's not working, it's not working, not as far as I know. And killing things is not so hard, it's hurting, that's the hardest part. And when the wizard gets to me, I'm asking for a smaller heart. Stops and winds his watch and lays their lives down on the block. He raises up his hatchet and the big hand strikes a compromise. We will trade you. Wait. I know I'm doomed to get what I am asking for. Now my heart is exactly the size of a 6-size